Where's that coming from? Seriously. Seriously. Sir, people are trying to enjoy the movie. Feet down, on the floor, turn your phone off, and let's get popping.
And welcome to Taste Buds. My name is Matt.
My name's Doug.
And today we popped over to Epcot and we got 6 of their finest popcorn flavors to find out who is the Prince of Pop.
The King of Kernel.
The Captain of Corn.
And who knows the Pop secret?
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. We're open to it. Call us. Call us.
So we have a lot of popcorn in front of us. We have 6 different flavors ranging from buffalo, classic, and caramel to
maple, cheddar, and candy.
Yes, candy. So we are going to start with buffalo, work all the way to candy, rank them in the order in which we think they are the best. Starting with buffalo.
Now, this buffalo popcorn can be found over by the land at Epcot. It's before you get to journey into the imagination. Journey into the imagination with Figment.
Yes, Figment loves popcorn. So, these don't come in these bags. We got these bags.
To decrease bias and make it look fun.
Yes, because these are classic. So let's begin.
Can we pour some in the tube?
Okay.
Just a little bit. This stuff's red.
Very red.
Bright red.
Oh.
We got all 2 pieces here. Oh. Okay, that's better.
This is the reddest popcorn I've ever seen.
I wonder if that'll be challenged by the candy. Tastes like popcorn so far. Almost tastes cheesy.
It's not as spicy as one would think it is.
No. It's got a little bit of the buffalo flavor, but not the buffalo heat. I'm okay with this. It's actually, I think it's a buffalo and blue cheese. Maybe that's where the cheese is coming from.
Yes.
And as we know, if you dip a buffalo wing in blue cheese, it calms it down a bit. So I think that's appropriate.
If this is in fact buffalo and blue cheese, this is a very accurate representation of such. But if it is just buffalo, step it up.
Yep. But if I was just tasting this popcorn as is, good flavored popcorn.
Yeah.
So it will go...
Number 1, obviously.
Yes. Number 1, dead last. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll rank it this way.
Buffalo. Caramel popcorn. You can get this at the caramel shop over in the Germany pavilion. Matt ran around the world showcase to obtain this.
Yes.
It can be obtained fresh from that day. And it's quite a treat. If we got just the caramel, there are also mixes with caramel and chocolate and a couple other different options. So.
Here we go. Mmm. That's quality caramel.
Mm-hmm.
That's not any old caramel popcorn.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, that is incredibly different. This is great.
It is really good.
I am all about this.
So the popcorn here has more of a crunch than the popcorn that was the buffalo blue cheese. At the stand over by the land, that popcorn could be there for any amount of time. And we know that this is fresh. So.
All right, well.
I would put that as number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Rotating. Not that these bags
so
tell us
good.
anything, but caramel, buffalo. Okay?
Classic.
This is good old popcorn. And even though we said we weren't sponsored by Pop Secret, that is the brand of popcorn that's sold in the parks.
Yep. Here we go.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah, we gotta pour it.
Pour it. So we get the look. Butter.
Oh, we gotta
rogue something else. Don't pay attention to that. Solid.
We know popcorn. We've had this a bazillion times. We would put it above the buffalo.
I like the buffalo flavor, but because it's been out for a while, or so it seems, or maybe it's the topping itself that does it to the popcorn. It doesn't have the crunch that you want out of popcorn.
No.
So I'd in flavor, I like it a little bit more than the classic because I think it's kind of fun. Maybe it's just a novelty experience, but no crunch. It has to move down in rank.
I agree. I'm not blown. I had much higher expectations for the Buffalo.
No. The security guard talked it up. He got us so excited that we had the Buffalo popcorn.
Yeah, I know. I offered him some, but he can't have any because he was working. But hey, on to maple. Okay.
So maple popcorn. What are you expecting out of the maple popcorn?
I don't know. I expect it to taste like maple.
Like the caramel corn?
Similarly.
Or better.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Ooh, good crunch. Positives for me. Good crunch. Not as sticky as the caramel corn. Mm-hmm. Because the caramel corn was the stuff that it would get stuck in my teeth, you know? Something like that.
I don't really taste what makes it maple.
No. It tastes sweet, like sugary.
It tastes it tastes like kettle corn. Mm. To me, it's a fancy kettle corn. Again, not blown away. I think it's in the right position.
Yeah, that's lowest for me.
Yeah.
Can we roll some of these down so I can see stuff? You guys, I'm back. I'm so excited about this. So, our current ranking after our fourth taste is the caramel corn, classic, buffalo, and maple. All right.
Cheddar.
Now, the cheddar popcorn can be purchased at the same location as the buffalo popcorn.
That's why there's some buffalo in there.
Yeah, I got a mixed bag, you know, just so we could get a little sample of everything. We need the nuclear orange looking ones.
Yes. Here we go.
Ready?
I think we do have to take into account these have been sitting out for a while. So none of them are going to be as good as you'd get them in the parks.
But if it had been sitting around in the parks, it could have this same kind of effect.
That's true too.
Because I will say, when I got there, the flavored popcorns were all very low, while the standard popcorn was being made as we go because more people get that. So I think the fact that there wasn't as much of these flavored popcorns led to them being a little bit less than ideal. It's not my favorite.
No, it's not my favorite either.
It feels like there's like shaker cheese on it that gives it, you can actually feel the little cheese particles.
There's a tiny little bit of cheese, but like mostly just popcorn.
But not as good popcorn as the popcorn.
Right.
The classic popcorn.
Right. It's almost as if the cheese that they put on this brought it down a notch, which is unfortunate. It's a tragic story, honestly.
Yeah. I usually like cheesy popcorn as well.
Like when you get those tins on Christmas, like the popcorn tins, that cheddar popcorn is ridiculous.
Or even my guiltiest of guilty pleasures, the Smart Food, fresh bag Smart Food.
This has nothing on Smart Food.
You know the texture that you get on your fingers when you eat a whole lot of Smart Food, that fuzzy feeling? That's what that feels like.
That's what they put on this.
So if you know what it texture-wise is to lick your fingers, that's what that feels like.
They pretty much just scraped it off and threw it on the popcorn.
That's actually someone's job, is to be the guy who gets cheesy fingers and like rub it off.
Just go. All right, before we get ourselves in trouble, let's move on to the next one.
This is one I'm so excited about strictly due to its aesthetics. This is the candy popcorn that can be bought from places like Mouse Gear or pretty much any of the main shops.
Yes.
Now we gotta, can we move some of these bags so I can see it?
This is worth doing. Just pour it. Yeah, the colors.
Oh, that's fun.
So are these different flavors? Are each of these different flavors? Are they all the same
I'm going
flavor?
to categorize. So these are Inside Out themed. I'm going to eat a bunch of sadness before I go to any other flavor. Welcome. That's a strong blueberry, that blue. And the popcorn crunches.
This tastes like an orange, like, lollipop.
Purple. It's gosh darn grape.
I was taken back by this.
This is way more fun than I thought. All right. Let's bring it back. These are really good.
Which one's these?
Great. Apple. This treat has been sitting in front of us forever.
I know. I look at it every single day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's so colorful. It can't be that great. But the popcorn has a good crunch. All of these different candy flavors are really... What was the red? Did I even eat the red?
No.
These are great.
What have we been doing?
All right. Good to bad. Good. Popcorn has good crunch. If you like candy, this is more like a candy treat. Really sweet, got a bunch of sugar to it. Kind of reminds me of the sweetness or flavor of the like rock candy sticks.
Yep.
Where you could get like different colored rock candy and it tastes just like, but it's a lot of sugar. Bad. If you don't want something really sweet, this would not be the ticket for you because it tastes a lot like candy that's a little bit airy and has a good crunch. But
this is like eating a bag of candy for health conscious people. You know, you get the taste.
Yep.
You get the warm feelings, but
it's not a whole piece of candy.
Right.
Oh, I like
you don't
that.
feel it later. You know, it's light.
We'll find out. If
It's just a nice little.
Yeah, it's got good. I'm actually super impressed.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, especially because we got all of these fresh, and this was the prepackaged one.
Yeah, that could have been out for a long time. They've had these inside-out flavors around for a while. I mean, I've been looking at them for weeks. All right.
I'm convinced.
Now,
I'm convinced that we got to get rid of these three.
I have two questions. I have two questions. When it comes to this candy popcorn, if you were craving popcorn, would this be the first thing you go to?
I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
I don't think that's a fair question.
Okay, better question. Out of the 6 things we just tasted, which one did you enjoy tasting the most?
This one still.
Caramel's still the winner. Classic popcorn's in the top 3.
I don't think we can do this 1 through 6. I think we just have to pretend the last 3 never happened. And if you're going to go to Disney, get these 3.
Yeah.
And don't worry about anything else.
If you want something that's like really sweet and more like a candy, go with the candied popcorn.
If you're feeling the caramel taste,
The caramel popcorn is fantastic and totally well worth it. And if you just want a darn good bag of popcorn, get the classic popcorn from any of the popcorn stands because they're everywhere. They're so good. And we all know that smell wafts through the parks and you can't say no. Gosh, those are good. Yeah, I'm sad about the flavored ones. Mm-hmm. The maple one took away from it. The cheddar one tasted like some guy's fingers. And the buffalo one had probably been out too long. There is hope for it. I'm going to revisit.
I think there's potential.
If it was fresh, I think that would be great. But if you walk by and you see it's the bottom of the barrel, don't go there. Yeah, I agree. I don't think this could be a 1 through 6 kind of thing. I think we just got to pick. These are the ones that I would pick up at the park again as a repeat performance. While the others, in the way that we've tasted them, not for us.
No bueno. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Taste Buds. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing,
hit
all
that
that
little,
stuff.
I like the bell button.
Yeah.
The little bell button so you know when a new episode comes out, even though it's every Tuesday. Mm-hmm. You know.
Taste Buds Tuesday.
By now, I hope you figured that out.
By now. Hey, follow us on all our socials. Links will be in the description. Check out our Patreon. We have our After Dark. We have all the exclusive content. We have a show after the show. We have a show before the show. And we have a show where we build the show. All right? So, check it out. Love, peace, and chicken grease. My name's Matt.
My name's Doug.
And we'll see you next time.
I like the apple.
Yeah.